Hey besties, welcome to your June collective readings. These are done by Zodiac sign elements. So for this month, we start off with fire signs, then we have earth signs, air signs, and water signs. As always, I think you should just listen to the entire reading. If you're going to listen for just your sun sign, that's okay, I guess. But definitely listen for your rising sign if you know that. And then also a great way to utilize this is if you're looking for answers about a certain part of your life, whether it's like romance, work, parent relationships, anything, you can look at the planet that rules that or the house that rules that and listen to the element for that. But again, maybe that's why you should just listen to the entire thing. So here are your June readings for the collective. Happy birthday, Gemini and Cancer. And again, they go in the order of fire, earth, air, and water. All right, fire signs. We have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. You have the Two of Wands for your June energy. Immediately, my eyes are going to the circle at the bottom that has like the astrological symbols all around it, and that's very interesting. So I'm actually going to read out of the book to start because I'm really curious what that means. In the image of the Two of Wands, primal energy splits into opposition as it enters the world of creation. It bursts upward from its source. The star and the cosmic wheel of the zodiac encompass all parts of one's spiritual self and the path to one's destiny. Interesting. Each wand has the fire of the Kundalini moving through it, seeking an outlet. The mountains in the background symbolize the challenges and the heights that are in front of you, and the full sun symbolizes the creation coming into consciousness. So remember, I love this deck. It is the Star Tarot, and I love it because it gives such great descriptions about the imagery and the things that you see. You know, this is a fire card itself, and 2 is a card of partnership, and this is kind of a card of like creation, if you will, and inspiration and ideas. And it just feels like June for fire signs. It feels very passionate and like driven from like the solar plexus and the heart of like where I'm being led. And it feels like there's like a lot of momentum pushing forward. And it just feels like there's kind of like this internal like spark being lit like inside your chest that's saying like, you know, it's like the fire strength is coming out that says like, I can fucking do this shit and I'm going to push forward and like, I'm going to own and be every ounce of like who I am in that fire energy, right? Like it just really feels like that embodiment of like the fuck yeah, of like the fuck yeah, I'll push you down and get this shit done Aries energy. And then for the Leo, it's like that very much like, I got this, like I'm the fucking greatest, I got this. And Sagittarius, it's like the fucking zest for life and like nobody's gonna stop me from having this adventure. It feels very fiery and passionate and like fucking fantastic, to be quite honest, in my body. So like good for you. That's kind of how I feel, like fucking good for you. Harness that shit fucking baby and take it for a fucking ride. Like they literally show like each of the fucking fiery wands, like fucking when you hold it when you ski. I don't even know what the fucking word is because I'm imagining you're like they're on fire and I don't even care, but it's like I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna fucking trek forward. What's that, like cross country skiing, and that's the vision that they give me in my head. It's just like we're going for it, we're doing it, we got the tools we need, we're patting the fucking snow down and we're just like getting the fucking shit done. Even like sitting with that energy in my body, it just feels very great and passionate. And I hear just like lean into like who you are at your core and that embodiment and just like what sets your shit on fire, like in your chest and in your gut. And it's just like full forward motion. So anyways, that is the reading for fire signs. I fucking love this for you. And I just cussed a lot. So you're also welcome. It's, you know, I'm a Leo rising Aries MC, so I got a little bit of that jazzy in me too. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, happy June. All right, a big switch of energy to the 3 of Swords, Earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And part of this hurt my little 40% Earth chart heart. Because this energy is what I have felt the last 3 days for sure. You know, this is a swords card. And so we forget that even though this looks like a heart card, it looks like a cups card, swords, I mean, this is the thought. This is a card of grief. It is a card of pain. But it's our mind, right? And like this person is obviously experiencing sorrow, but like look at the angels on each side. Oh, it made me cry. Look at the angels. This feels very personal for me, both parts of these readings so far. It's like the angels are kissing her. Like, let's read about that. In the image of the 3 of Swords, the broken heart has lightning bolts, realization of personal truth, spiritual awakening, and movement. Shooting through it, The three swords point to the center of the heart and mind of the weeping woman, bringing clarity. The angels at her sides are whispering, grow, grow, grow. One forgets in time of deep sorrow that we are never alone. Talk about personal. Can you hear my voice breaking up, guys? The angelic forces and the divine are always with us, sending love and support, holding a space for one's next stage of growth. The clouds of emotions rain teardrops of sadness. Each teardrop has an inner glow, and as the tears descend through the angelic realms, they become stars of new possibilities. The woman kneels in her violet lotus, opening the heart to growth and enlightenment, and the lotus shares the energy of the starry violet pool of spirituality and the oneness of the cosmos. And because I know that somebody's going to hear this and they're going to resonate with the emotion that I'm expressing, and it's going to light something up, and because I fully believe in sharing my authentic message, that's why you're listening to this right now, because this is the real raw reaction of me connecting with this card in this moment, in this reading, for the energy of June, which happens to be my birthday month, and so I'm going to leave this. And so maybe even me saying that, maybe me saying, you know what, like, these are my feelings, these are my emotions. I'm a sensitive person. I feel things deeply and I process them in that way. Like, that's okay. You know what I mean? I feel like that needs to be like permission given to, like, I say like these stingy earth energies, but y'all are my favorite. And like I said, 40% of my chart, but like, let's do this like we just did it with fire, where Virgo, my fucking moon, is like, let me bully myself. Let me try to analyze this. Let me try to understand this. Let me try to outsmart this. I don't know. Maybe you should just feel it. Or Capricorn, the exact same way. Let me try to compartmentalize. Let me try to, like, put my emotions in a box. Let me try to, like, regulate them. Or, I don't know, just feel them. Dramatic pause. And then Taurus, acting like we don't have feelings. That's my North Node and my Venus and a couple other placements. Being stubborn and putting your feet in the mud and refusing to acknowledge your feelings and move past them. Or just feel them and move past them and don't hold on to them forever. Like, I wonder if this is going to come up for the other signs when we do this, but like, there is so much beautiful potential and change with the energy of June and in the equinox, and that happens in June, okay? In the celebrations that happen in June. And I mean, even like the Chinese calendar, like moving in, like there's so much beauty and growth. And I say this from the deepest depths of the darkest part of my soul. And I get it when I say that feeling to heal it shit is fucking bullshit. And I always think of when I sat in the hot seat with Abraham Hicks and she said, she mocked me. She said, the joy is in the journey. The joy is in the journey. Like, fuck your journey, basically. And I think about it all the time because, like, I get it. And whoever's hearing this, like, I get it. It's shit. Go talk to a friend about how it's shit. Go talk about how feelings are stupid. But you know what? They ain't going nowhere until you process them, until you sit with them, until you feel them, until you work through them. So do it. Suck it up. Do it with joy. Do it knowing that you're going to feel better afterwards. Like, I posted something literally today on my Instagram. I think it was something like, I know I got to walk through it till I get to the other side, but can I like skip around it? And it's like, no, that's not how it works. So there's hope at the end of the month. The first 3 weeks might be finicky. They might be feeling weird, but they literally highlight the solstice and are right around that shift and that move into Cancer season. And here's the thing too, Earth signs, we need to do this now before we get into the watery Cancer season, because then it's like the feelings are going to come up and be mucky and you're going to be like, it's going to be worse, right? You know what I mean? Like when you're feeling the collective and that shit's coming in. So just like be aware that like, there's a different energy now to process things before we get to the end of the month. So anyways, for those of you that has listened and worked through that with me, thank you for seeing me and hearing me and allowing me to be vulnerable in the space of giving my own readings. So I love you, Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. All right, now we have air signs. Please do not torture me like the last two sets. I just said, how do we move on from that? Well, let's see, guys. We have the Six of Wands with the beautiful, what are these flowers? The sunflowers. So yes, the sun energy feels good. I've read this card before for a collective reading because I remember reading about the imagery up top and how beautiful it is. So air signs again, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. We have the Six of Wands. The sun is shining brightly and the day is yours. That's how the description in this book starts. Let's just jump ahead to the imagery because we did that with the other ones. In the image of the Six of Wands, the sunflower wands grow upward in full bloom, bringing joy, fulfillment, and success. The sun rises in the glowing heart, bringing inner strength and new promises. The heart is full and excited, ready for new adventures. The starry horse and rider gallop through the heavens of possibility. The rider holds the stars shining his way through his next accomplishments. The starry horse guides the rider through the dimensions of his dreams. The Six of Wands is a really beautiful card, guys. It is good fortune. It is about, being recognized for your leadership. It is about accomplishments. It's about celebration. So that's, I feel like this might have come up recently too for air signs or somebody else, but it's like, celebrate yourself, pat yourself on the back, lean into the energy that feels good. Think about your accomplishments. Don't, it kind of just gave me that Capricorn energy where or even, not say Virgo, more the Capricorn energy of that we could always do better. And it's can we just give ourselves a break? And it actually feels like you're able to do that, but also there needs to be some encouragement of yeah, you should feel good. Yeah. Yes. Even if the world is shit, even if things are falling apart, even if all of your friends are struggling, that doesn't mean that you have to struggle too. You know what I mean? If all of your friends are drowning in a boat, are you going to get into and just drown with them? Or are you going to try to fucking pull them back to shore, right? What are you going to do? I was going to say, or you sit there and watch them suffer, which that just sounded weird. I hope that made you laugh with it. But that's not what you're going to do, right? We don't have to go down with, why would we jump on a sinking ship? It's kind of a side message coming through. You don't have to jump on, you don't have to be a martyr. You don't have to, the best thing that we could do for the people we love is to be a good example and to be in our authenticity and just show up and show people that things get better and things turn out. And Abraham Hicks, I just said something about them in the previous one. They say you can't get sick enough to heal a sick person. You can't get poor enough to make poor people rich. You can't be sad enough to fix the grief of other people. So that's really a strong message coming through is not leaning into that. I like it when Spirit does this and they sneak in messages of somebody obviously needed to hear that, right? And so whoever did, I hope that landed for you. The gift of the Six of Wands is believing in yourself, your dreams, your aspirations, having the focus and willpower to see them blossom into reality. So, also there's some childlike energy and wonders coming through and that just enthusiasm. And it just feels like the energy for June is very much just be excited about life and try your best to feel good and to don't take the fear and the negative outcome possibilities and the catastrophizing things out of the picture and just embody every moment that feels good and know that you deserve that. And to just ride your fucking magical horse through the gosh forsaken sky towards the stars or whatever. So anyways, air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Also happy birthday, Gemini. I'm a June Cancer, so I kind of, the solstice belongs to me but also it's your season, it's your time. June is a beautiful time. And it feels really good for air signs, right? Because it's it's our energy for everybody. And then this little Cancer energy sneaks in at the end that kind of wants to pull on your heartstrings. So let it. That's what I hear. Let it pull on your heartstrings. Let it crack your heart wide open. Do it, air signs. All right. Happy June. All right. My beautiful water signs. I'm not skipping Gemini season, but if you're listening to this at the end, it could be Cancer season. It is our season. The 10 of Pentacles. What's funny is this card was coming up a lot for me in some personal readings I was doing earlier. So, 10, completion, the end of a cycle. Look at the picture, the happy home, the happy life. It's different than the 10 of Cups, right? Because this is stability. This is structure. This is long term. This is all those, it's the inheritance, the house, we have, it's not the emotional fulfillment. It is the actual physical embodiment of no, this is it. This is everything that I need, everything that keeps me grounded. My eyes are going to the little flower the kids are holding. Let's read, just because we did this for everything else to start. So we're going to continue that for our last one, if I can find it in her book. In the image of the 10 of Pentacles, a magical garden surrounds the portal to the kingdom of earth. The family in the kingdom has found the key to living life in harmony and love with humanity and nature. The family symbolizes the ever-revolving cycles of life that are in constant motion in each of our lives. They are torturing. That's not what it says. They are touching each other, symbolizing connection and unity. The young boy holds the white rose of purity and divine intellect. The castle represents the kingdom in our hearts in the everlasting spiritual home. The red rose garden symbolizes life on earth, balancing the earth, desires the spirit. The pinnacles symbolize the physical being. The pinnacle heart, the heart on top of the pinnacles, speaks of receiving divine love and giving love to the world around you. It just feels like, also, like, especially moving in towards Cancer season when everybody else is feeling all their feelings, and it's like overwhelming. People are like, everybody always hates Cancer season, and water signs are like, oh yeah, you get a taste of my medicine. This is how I feel every day. So it's almost like this idea of like feeling more grounded, right? Like, I mean, it's a card of success and abundance and like feeling all the beauty and the riches of life. And it's a card of blessings, and my eyes are going to the keys, right? Like the keys to, like, it's like saying, like, embracing, what are the keys that give you this life? What are the things that make you feel this way? Like, even like this little fairy up top, like it's like this willingness to open your heart chakra and to let it all in and to like notice, and spirit is literally saying, like, grab this from this person and grab this from here, and like take all the pick the flowers and take the things and then hold them all and look around and be like, wow, I have this. Like, this is great. Like, it's almost this like reassurance and like message of like, you are this right here. You have everything around you, and you might not feel like it because you get so overwhelmed with feelings and like the deepness and the depths that you like forget that if you sometimes just look, like, it's there, everything is around. And like, and I say this as somebody who feels, obviously, if you've listened to everything, you've heard me move through emotions, just connecting with these cards and this energy. Like, I feel things very deeply, and sometimes you're like, it's like puts a blinder up. And so Spirit is saying, like, you have to be in the grounded energy. That's why it's not the Ten of Cups, it's the Ten of Pentacles. Be grounded and see things through that the grounded lens of your open heart, and see that everything that you want is within reach. And maybe you're saying, like, but it's not, it's far away, I'm not even close to this. But again, a lot of Abraham energy always coming through. It's in the vortex, right? So maybe this is where you need to read about, why everything that you want is in there, and then how you're bringing experiences to yourself that you're in alignment with, and you're getting closer and closer and closer and closer to them. I just literally had an experience where I thought, I didn't need that. I didn't need that. Like, I knew I had brought myself into alignment for some reason, right? So I was talking myself out of the parts of it that didn't feel good. I thought I didn't need more of that. I did not need more of the sad and the painness and the lessons and the hurt. But at the end of the day, when I sat with it and I worked through it, I had to admit to myself that I actually did need it. Because I have to believe that, first off, because that's my belief system, right? That we manifest things that we're in alignment with. But like, I did need it because it was an experience for me to have with my heart and my feelings and my emotions to allow me to process and move through things and come out the other side in the more grounded Ten of Pentacles energy, right? So I think, it's a circle that it's like the life lessons that we're always going through and we're always rotating through, where there's always going to be something that we want. There's always going to be things that we're going to be trying to manifest, and always things that we're trying to move through, and we're always going to have resistance. That's teaching us what we do and what we don't want on our cycle, right? But it is within the reach. And so being able, even in the depths of pain, trying to understand, like, and this, I also very Enneagram 7 coded, because that's also what I do. And we try to make things positive, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the actual, like, law of attraction and things on our path. And so when we have these things that don't feel good, we have to reach for the better feeling parts of them and the understanding of what they were teaching us. And that is how you shift your alignment back to what you want. You cannot close off. You have to stay open. I could say this 10 times, 10 different ways, and I'll feel like I'm talking in circles to myself. So we're going to leave it for that. Happy birthday, Cancer. My birthday is June 24th, in case anybody is wondering and you want to send me a birthday love. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Blessed be. Happy June. Love to you all. As always, thank you so much for being here. If you have not yet, please make sure that you go check out my Gemini season readings. Make sure that you subscribe so you do not miss anything. I do these readings twice a month, once at the beginning and then at the end of the month when we change Zodiac season. So, as always, I appreciate any likes, shares, anything like that. And feel free to leave any comments below. Have a wonderful June and happy summer solstice.